Yes, peace, my friends. Yakazak Allah Yashar Allah El here, and just shooting this quick video. Want to let you guys know what I did this weekend. I had a pretty excited weekend. Two things happened. My consort and I went whale watching, and we also went to the African Arts Festival. And to concentrate on whale watching, you know, I'm doing a video because I want to tell you all about it. I really wanted to send this video out to a lot of you so that you can see the whale watching, but unfortunately, it's on my Facebook. So for those of you that are connected with me on Facebook, and if not, go ahead. You can go on Facebook. My name, Yakazak Allah, which is spelled YACHAAZAQAHLA, and you'll find the videos on Facebook. I wondered why it took a long time to upload to Facebook, and it turned out that the settings on my phone were incorrect for a video upload, so I couldn't upload them to YouTube and actually show them to a lot of you. But it was good. You know, we went whale watching. We went about 15 miles in on the Atlantic Ocean, and whale watching is just that. It's watching for whales. Okay, we were out there for 4 hours, and the captain of the ship and the guide said that the whales were acting kind of funny that day, but it's cool because they were actually 4 sightings, and I got to see one of the 4, you know, which was, you know, time freezes when you're on the Atlantic Ocean for 4 hours. And in the 3rd hour, where it's like, all right, we're gonna start headed back, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, you know, we got a sighting, and you go out there, and everybody's looking, and you know, 3 hours, you know, and it's funny because I think all 4 sightings came up right within that last hour. On whale watching, one thing that we kept running into, there was like white streaks in the water. And the captain was letting us know that's how you know that, you know, whales were just there, because, you know, there were schools of fish and schools of stingrays. But when they feed, you know, and they go by, they happen to leave like this white streak in the water. We kept finding this, but no whales. But it was beautiful. The next thing was the African Arts Festival. I went to the African Arts Festival. Know so many vendors and so many individuals that are out there, and you know, people come and visit the African Arts Festival from all over. And, you know, there's a good friend, buddy of mine, I would say, that I've seen at a couple of festivals, my consort and I, and we would see him and his consort. You know, they have their own product line. And, you know, we went out there and, you know, was talking, kicking it with them for a while, and I ran into an individual that I had known for some years now. But, you know, it's one of those individuals in life that you just got to cut off, because nothing about them changes or upgrades. And this individual, I didn't know how this guy found me, you know, and when I seen him, it was like, oh, shit, this dude. And I didn't want to talk with this guy in front of, you know, my close friend, my buddy, and you know, he had stepped off for a while, and I told this dude, look, you know, this other dude, you know, Mr. I don't want to upgrade. Like, listen, man, you and me don't kick it anymore. We don't talk, you know. Why? What's going on? I was like, listen, I told him, listen, the last conversation you and I had, and you was telling me about wanting to change your life, and every time I give you advice, you just don't, every time I give you game, you just don't want to, you don't want to change, you don't want to upgrade. And I told you, I will know that you're serious when your ass finally get a haircut. We're talking about 7 years later. This dude's still looking like one of them raggedy hotep dudes, you know, no haircut. So long story short, later on that night, you know, my consort and I went and sat with my buddy, you know, at their tent where they had their products and services that they were selling and whatnot. And we just sat back there to kick it. And, you know, my buddy, you know, his wife was packing up. He was helping his wife pack up. They decided to sit down for a moment. And he was telling me, you know, yeah, there's this dude that I've been giving advice to for about 5 years. And this guy just refuses to follow the advice and the upgrade. And I just laughed. I laughed, and he asked me, "Why are you laughing?" And I gave the description of the guy, and I said, "Was it that little dude with the glasses and the long hair?" And he's like, "Yes." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "You're about to tell me the same story that I just told my consort earlier." So it's hilarious. But I say all of that to say, you know, because I have a quote that I always like. I just say, wants versus needs. And this guy, you know, I want a better life. You know, I want a woman. You know, I want a girlfriend. I want a wife. You know, I want to make money. I want to have a car. I want what you got, brother. And you know, well, as long as you keep wanting it, you're not gonna get it, because when you need these things, like you need air. You know, if I stick your head down in a pool of water and you can't breathe, do you want air or do you need air? You need air, because your ass is about to suffocate. So, wants versus needs. You know, you want to make more money. You want to have the money to go on the trips and the vacations and to do the different things that myself and that my good buddy does, you know, with his wife. You know, you want these things, but you know what? It's not till you need change in your life where it's going to come. You got individuals, you know, I talk to individuals, I not too long ago, 36 years old, retired from my job, retired. And I work from home. And individuals, "Oh wow, what are you doing, Yacht? You know, what's going on? What are you doing?" And so I'm like, you know, go to my site. You know, it'll explain everything. You know, this is what I'm doing. You know, my site can explain. There's nothing more powerful that I can say than what you will see on my website. But for some reason, you got individuals, they're just stuck in life. They're just stuck doing the same nonsense. You know, I told my consort, you know, sometimes people just want to be crybabies, because a crying baby gets attention. And if this person ain't got nothing to cry about, they won't get any attention. You know, listen, in conclusion, I'll just go on and on and on and on. I just really want to tell you guys about the whale watching experience. And you know, every time, you know, my consort and I go to a festival, we leave with bags and bags of stuff, you know. And people, like most of the people at the festivals, they just recognize us because of how we roll. We don't really know a lot of these people. Some of them, you know, like my buddy and his wife, they got their own product line. You know, we kick it with them, and a couple of people at the festival. But bottom line, you know, you could get all the advice in the world. You could listen to all the advice in the world, you know. But if you don't act on these different things, hold on. I'm in the middle of shooting a video. Your phone rings, business prospects. I mean, come on, you know. Anyway, wants versus needs. Get your life, get your act together. Do you want prosperity? Do you want more money in your life, or do you need to have it? Because when you need to have a better life, you do whatever you got to do to make it happen. And sometimes what you got to do to make it happen ain't even hard. But in conclusion, I'm signing off. Yakazakala, Yashar Allah El, and I bid you all, my friends, peace and blessings.